Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started, good luck. What does AWS IoT FleetWise use to monitor vehicle performance? Satellite imagery. Customer reviews. Telematics data. Social media feeds. AWS IoT FleetWise uses telematics data to monitor vehicle performance. What is the benefit of using decoded signal values in AWS IoT FleetWise? It reduces the size of the data being transmitted. It makes the data more understandable and ready for analysis. It allows for faster data transmission. It increases the security of the data in transit. Decoded signal values in AWS IoT FleetWise make the collected data more understandable and immediately ready for analysis, as opposed to raw hexadecimal or binary data. What does AWS IoT FleetWise use to track vehicle location in real time? Satellite communication. Customer reviews. GPS data. Social media feeds. AWS IoT FleetWise uses GPS data to track vehicle location in real time. Which AWS service does IoT FleetWise integrate with for data storage and analysis? AWS Glue. AWS IoT Core. Amazon RDS. Amazon Elastic. AWS IoT FleetWise integrates with AWS IoT Core for data ingestion, storage, and analysis in the cloud. What type of data transformation can AWS IoT FleetWise perform at the edge? Translating vehicle manuals into different languages. Converting raw sensor data into meaningful metrics. Compressing video streams from dashcams. Encrypting all data with quantum-resistant algorithms. AWS IoT FleetWise can perform data transformation at the edge by converting raw sensor data into meaningful metrics, such as calculating fuel efficiency or monitoring engine temperature trends. What kind of time series data can AWS IoT FleetWise collect? Only data related to discrete events like door opening or button presses. Exclusively GPS coordinates at fixed intervals. Employee clock-in and clock-out times. Vehicle speed, engine RPM, battery voltage, and similar continuous metrics. AWS IoT FleetWise can collect continuous time series data such as vehicle speed, engine RPM, battery voltage, and other metrics that change over time, providing insights into vehicle performance and behavior. What is the purpose of the decoder component in the AWS IoT FleetWise Edge agent? To translate data into multiple languages. To decrypt encrypted messages from the cloud. To convert raw vehicle data into a normalized format. To decompress data before transmission. The decoder component in the AWS IoT FleetWise Edge agent is responsible for converting raw vehicle data into a normalized format, making it easier to process and analyze. In AWS IoT FleetWise, what does fleet telemetry refer to? Satellite communication. IoT device authentication. Real-time vehicle data. Server performance metrics. Fleet telemetry in AWS IoT FleetWise refers to real-time vehicle data. How does AWS IoT FleetWise help in fleet management? Provides IoT device authentication. Provides predictive maintenance insights. Provides edge computing capabilities. Provides cloud storage for fleet data. AWS IoT FleetWise provides predictive maintenance insights by analyzing IoT device data. What is the primary interface for interacting with AWS IoT FleetWise? A mobile application for drivers. A desktop software installed in fleet management offices. AWS Management Console and APIs. An in-vehicle touchscreen display. The primary interfaces for AWS IoT FleetWise are the AWS Management Console for web-based management and APIs for programmatic access and integration. What is the role of the inspection component in the AWS IoT FleetWise Edge agent? To validate and inspect data before it is sent to the cloud. To check the quality of fuel or charging stations. To visually inspect the vehicle for physical damage. To verify the driver's license and credentials. The inspection component in the AWS IoT FleetWise Edge agent validates and inspects data before it is sent to the cloud, ensuring data quality and integrity. How does AWS IoT FleetWise handle data privacy concerns? By storing all data on local servers. By allowing customizable data filtering to exclude sensitive information. By anonymizing all driver data before transmission. By restricting data access to a single administrator. AWS IoT FleetWise addresses data privacy concerns by enabling customizable data filtering, which allows users to exclude sensitive information before it is transmitted to the cloud. How does AWS IoT FleetWise handle data versioning? By maintaining a history of changes to signal catalogs and decoder manifests. By creating a new database for each day's data. By requiring manual version control from users. By overwriting old data with new data continuously. AWS IoT FleetWise handles data versioning by maintaining a history of changes to signal catalogs and decoder manifests, enabling traceability and the ability to work with data collected under different configurations. How does AWS IoT FleetWise help in reducing fuel costs? By using alternative fuels. By increasing vehicle speed. By providing driver incentives. By optimizing driving routes. AWS IoT FleetWise helps in reducing fuel costs by optimizing driving routes. How does AWS IoT FleetWise handle data ingestion from a mixed fleet of vehicles? By requiring all vehicles to be upgraded to a common hardware platform. By segregating data into separate systems based on vehicle make and model. By averaging data across all vehicles to create a unified view. By using a flexible data model that can accommodate different vehicle types and protocols. AWS IoT FleetWise uses a flexible data model that can accommodate different vehicle types and protocols, allowing it to ingest data from a mixed fleet while maintaining data integrity and meaning. Which security feature does AWS IoT FleetWise use to ensure data integrity? RFID tags for vehicle components. Geofencing for vehicles. Digital signatures for commands sent to vehicles. Biometric authentication for drivers. AWS IoT FleetWise uses digital signatures to verify the integrity and authenticity of commands sent to vehicles, enhancing security. What type of historical analysis can be performed using data collected by AWS IoT FleetWise? Analysis of driver social media activity. Retroactive adjustment of vehicle lease terms. Evaluation of past marketing campaign effectiveness. Trend analysis of vehicle performance, usage patterns, and component degradation. Historical analysis with AWS IoT FleetWise data can include trend analysis of vehicle performance, usage patterns, and component degradation over time, providing insights for future improvements and decision-making. What feature of AWS IoT FleetWise enables monitoring of fuel consumption? Telematics integration. Weather forecasting. Real-time traffic updates. Mobile app integration. Telematics integration in AWS IoT FleetWise enables monitoring of fuel consumption. Which data collection method does AWS IoT FleetWise support for retrieving information from vehicles? Manual data entry by drivers. Physical data retrieval at service centers. Edge-to-cloud data collection. Satellite-based data transmission. AWS IoT FleetWise uses edge-to-cloud data collection, allowing it to gather data from vehicles and transmit it to the AWS cloud efficiently. What does AWS IoT FleetWise use to manage vehicle maintenance schedules? Mobile app notifications. Customer feedback. Predictive analytics. Social media data. AWS IoT FleetWise uses predictive analytics to manage vehicle maintenance schedules. What is a decoder manifest in AWS IoT FleetWise? A manifest of all cargo transported by the fleet. A record of all software versions installed in vehicles. A list of all authorized drivers for a fleet. A document that describes how to interpret raw data from the vehicle. The decoder manifest in AWS IoT FleetWise is a document that provides instructions on how to interpret the raw data coming from vehicles, enabling accurate decoding of information. How does AWS IoT FleetWise help in reducing maintenance costs? By offering discounts on spare parts. By predicting equipment failures. By providing free maintenance services. By outsourcing maintenance to third parties. AWS IoT FleetWise helps in reducing maintenance costs by predicting equipment failures. How does AWS IoT FleetWise support the concept of digital twins for vehicles? By providing a rich dataset that can be used to create and update digital representations of physical vehicles. By replacing physical test drives with simulated ones. By creating 3D models of each vehicle for virtual reality simulations. By duplicating all vehicle data in a secondary backup location. AWS IoT FleetWise supports digital twins by providing a rich dataset that can be used to create and continuously update digital representations of physical vehicles, enabling advanced simulations and analysis. What is the purpose of the campaign manager in AWS IoT FleetWise? To schedule maintenance campaigns for the entire fleet. To organize marketing campaigns for new vehicle models. To create and manage data collection campaigns targeting specific vehicles and signals. To manage driver recruitment campaigns. The campaign manager in AWS IoT FleetWise is used to create and manage data collection campaigns, allowing users to target specific vehicles and signals for data gathering. How does AWS IoT FleetWise integrate with AWS IoT SiteWise? By replacing SiteWise with its own industrial monitoring capabilities. By controlling factory machinery directly from vehicles. By sending normalized vehicle data to SiteWise for industrial equipment monitoring. By using SiteWise to manage vehicle maintenance facilities. AWS IoT FleetWise integrates with AWS IoT SiteWise by sending normalized vehicle data to SiteWise, which can then be used for monitoring industrial equipment or facilities related to the automotive industry. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.